You've probably felt it, that subtle but undeniable shift happening all around you. People are moving out of your life, opportunities are realigning, and certain paths that once made sense are now closing without explanation. This isn't chaos, it's cosmic choreography. The universe is rearranging everything connected to your destiny in plain sight. What once seemed like loss is actually alignment. Every ending is secretly a door opening toward something greater, even if it's disguised as uncertainty right now. Truth is, chosen ones experience transformation not through comfort but through divine disruption. The universe shakes what's unstable so that only what's truly meant for your next chapter remains. You may feel like everything familiar is falling apart, but what's actually happening is a restructuring of your frequency. Your vibration is no longer compatible with the old version of your life. The energy you carry now requires a new environment, one that can sustain your growth, peace, and expansion. So if your world feels unsteady, breathe. This isn't a breakdown, it's a breakthrough in disguise. The most profound rearrangements in your life don't come with noise, they come in silence. While others are distracted by surface-level movement, chosen ones feel subtle waves beneath the surface. You may have noticed how your intuition has grown sharper lately. The people you once chased now seem irrelevant. The goals you once desired no longer inspire you. That's because the silent shift is adjusting your internal compass to point toward your divine timeline. You're no longer driven by external validation. You're being led by inner guidance. This silence can be uncomfortable at first. You might think nothing is happening because you can't see physical results, but the unseen realm is buzzing with activity. Energies are being rearranged, opportunities are being recalibrated, and situations are being silently prepared to meet you halfway. The universe never announces transformation. It hides it in stillness until you're ready to handle it. What feels like stagnation is actually synchronization. Remember, the silence you feel now is not absence. It's alignment preparing to reveal itself. One of the first signs that your life is being divinely rearranged is the sudden departure of people, habits, and environments that once felt essential. It can be confusing, even painful, to watch connections fade or routines lose meaning. But this isn't rejection, it's refinement. The energy around you must match the vibration you're stepping into. When the universe senses a frequency mismatch, it orchestrates exits for your protection, not your punishment. You're being liberated from attachments that were limiting your growth. Every goodbye carries an energetic message. This is no longer part of your soul contract. What you thought was stability was actually stagnation disguised as comfort. The universe doesn't want you anchored to expired cycles. It will remove distractions so your energy can flow freely toward purpose. The more you resist, the more friction you'll feel. But when you surrender, peace immediately returns. This is how evolution feels, not easy but necessary. Let the departures happen gracefully. They're making space for the arrival of your true alignment. Right now, there's more happening in the unseen than you can comprehend. Energy is shifting around you in quiet, invisible ways, almost as if the universe is cleaning your path before you even take your next step. Situations that once drained you are losing their power, and people who once distracted your focus are being gently moved away. You're not losing control, you're regaining energetic sovereignty. The rearrangement isn't random. It's guided by divine intelligence that knows what aligns with your vibration even before you do. Think of it like a cosmic reset. You've evolved and your energy signature has changed. The frequency that once attracted certain patterns no longer resonates with who you've become. That's why certain opportunities suddenly feel heavy, why certain conversations no longer stimulate your mind. It's because your spirit has leveled up, and the universe is ensuring everything in your orbit matches that new frequency. Nothing forced, nothing rushed, just divine precision unfolding quietly in your favor. Trust the unseen movement. What you can't yet see is already working for your expansion. Before any major breakthrough, there's always emotional turbulence. The chosen ones feel it more intensely because their spirit is more attuned to frequency shifts. You might wake up with waves of anxiety, restlessness, or sadness for no obvious reason, that's not you breaking down. That's you releasing old timelines. The emotions surfacing now are fragments of your past energy that cannot survive where you're going. The universe allows them to rise so they can be transmuted into wisdom and clarity. This emotional detox can be exhausting. You'll feel moments of deep fatigue, then bursts of creative energy. One day you might crave isolation and the next, deep connection. It's all part of the adjustment phase, your inner world aligning with the outer changes that are soon to appear. Don't suppress these emotions, witness them. The more awareness you bring, the faster they dissolve. Healing is not linear, it's a spiral that takes you deeper each time until peace feels natural again. So when your heart feels heavy, remind yourself, you're not regressing, you're releasing. As your life begins to realign, the universe sends subtle yet powerful signals. You may start seeing recurring numbers, encountering meaningful coincidences, or feeling guided toward unexpected places. Sometimes, old opportunities reappear in a new form, but this time you're more aware. These aren't random, they're confirmations that your energy is recalibrating. You're being gently shown that you're on the right path, even if logic can't explain it. The synchronicities are the universe's language, reminding you that alignment is already in progress. You might also notice your intuition becoming sharper. What once required deep thought now feels like an instant knowing. The rearrangement heightens your sensitivity to energy. You can sense authenticity, deception, and divine timing without needing proof. This awareness is not just spiritual, it's evolutionary. It means you're vibrating in tune with your true frequency, no longer bound by illusion. That's why certain environments now feel too loud or heavy. They no longer fit the version of you emerging. Every sign is a whisper from the universe saying, keep going. You're getting closer than you realize. Every time you rise to a higher level of awareness, the old timeline begins to collapse. You'll notice this as sudden endings, unexpected conflicts, or even moments where everything familiar feels foreign. It's not that you've lost your path, it's that you've outgrown it. The old version of your life can no longer contain the frequency you're embodying. The universe doesn't allow outdated energies to stay connected to an upgraded soul. So it begins dismantling everything that was built on a vibration you've now transcended. This collapse can feel uncomfortable because it challenges your attachment to familiarity. The places that once felt safe may now feel heavy, and the people who once understood you may no longer resonate. It's not betrayal, it's energy divergence. The chosen ones experience this repeatedly, because each level of awakening requires shedding another layer of illusion. The destruction you see is actually space being created for alignment. The universe is removing the noise so you can finally hear your authentic frequency clearly. When the old crumbles, don't cling, bless it. It's simply returning to the vibration it belongs to. After the breakdown comes revelation, the moment you meet the real you. The authentic self emerges only when the noise fades, when masks fall away, and when you stop performing for acceptance. You begin to see that your power was never in your image or validation. It was in your essence. The rearrangement of your life is, in truth, a homecoming, a return to your original frequency before the world convinced you to shrink. The authentic self doesn't seek approval, it attracts resonance. It doesn't chase, it aligns. The beauty of authenticity is magnetic energy. People begin to notice something different about you, a quiet confidence, a grounded presence, a light that doesn't need to announce itself. That's your soul remembering who it is. When you operate from this space, your decisions feel effortless, your intuition speaks louder, and life unfolds with greater flow. You become the embodiment of truth, and that truth reorganizes everything around you to reflect your new frequency. Be proud of who you're becoming. Your authenticity is your greatest alignment tool. As your vibration elevates, you'll feel an invisible distance forming between you and the old world. Conversations that once sparked excitement now feel dull. Environments that once felt alive now drain your energy. It's not arrogance, it's ascension. You're no longer resonating with lower frequencies, and that can make you feel temporarily isolated. This is one of the universe's most misunderstood stages, where your spirit vibrates higher than your surroundings, yet your new tribe hasn't fully appeared. It's the in-between, the sacred pause between endings and beginnings. This energetic distance is necessary. It teaches you detachment, self-trust, and inner grounding. The universe separates you so that when you reconnect, you do so from power, not dependency. Many chosen ones struggle here because solitude can feel like abandonment, but it's actually empowerment. The silence you feel is the sound of energy recalibrating. You're learning to sustain your frequency without needing constant validation from external forces. That's true spiritual maturity. Don't rush the in-between. It's preparing you to stand in your own energy without fear or doubt. Delays can be frustrating, especially for the awakened ones who feel how close destiny is. But what looks like delay is often divine precision. The universe withholds movement not to punish you, but to perfect the details you cannot yet see. When things seem paused, energies are being rearranged in your favor, people are being positioned, opportunities are being refined, and timing is being synchronized. The waiting season is never wasted. It's the alignment period where unseen forces prepare the perfect doorway. Many chosen ones struggle here because they mistake stillness for stagnation, but every delay has purpose written into it. You might be ready emotionally, but not yet positioned energetically, or the opportunity you desire may need time to evolve into the version that matches your vibration. The universe is masterful in its timing. It knows when all elements have reached energetic harmony. The key is to release the urge to control and instead trust that the pause is part of the design. When you surrender to divine timing, frustration transforms into faith, and faith attracts manifestation. As the universe rearranges your path, your relationships will naturally shift. You may find that certain people who once felt aligned now create emotional friction. The energy that once flowed easily begins to feel forced. This doesn't mean anyone is right or wrong. It means the contract has completed its purpose. The universe will not allow you to stay surrounded by frequencies that pull you backward. Some connections exist only to help you awaken, and once their role is complete, they dissolve with silent grace. This phase can feel lonely because the heart remembers even when the soul has moved on. You'll grieve people who are still alive, not because they're gone physically, but because the connection now lives in a lower vibration. The universe asks you to release with compassion, not resentment. By doing so, you create energetic space for higher vibrational relationships, the kind built on truth, understanding, and mutual growth. You begin to realize that solitude isn't emptiness, it's energetic clarity. Let the shifts unfold naturally. The right souls will find you at the frequency you now embody. After the collapse of the old, the universe begins the reconstruction of your inner foundation. This stage feels quieter but heavier. It's where you rediscover who you are without titles, attachments, or expectations. The chosen ones often underestimate this phase because it doesn't come with fireworks or visible success. Yet, this is where your power becomes unshakable. You learn emotional regulation, energetic boundaries, and spiritual balance. You begin to trust yourself more deeply than ever before. This rebuilding happens through subtle realizations. You respond instead of react. You observe instead of absorb. You pause before giving your energy away. Each small shift strengthens your spiritual infrastructure. You start to realize that peace is not the absence of problems, but the ability to remain centered within them. The universe teaches you that stability is not external, it's cultivated within. Once this inner foundation is solid, no external circumstance can truly destabilize you again. This is your sacred reconstruction, quiet, powerful, and built to last. When doors close suddenly, it can feel like rejection, but for those on an awakened path, it's often redirection. The universe will remove what no longer aligns long before your conscious mind understands why. A job might fall through, a partnership might dissolve, or a plan you've worked on for months might suddenly crumble. At first, you may interpret this as failure, but what's really happening is a sacred reroute. a divine nudge toward the space that actually resonates with your soul's frequency. The chosen ones learn that no closed door is wasted energy. It's simply an act of protection disguised as loss. Rejection often awakens awareness. It pulls you out of patterns of attachment and reminds you that your destiny can't be built in the wrong direction. Each detour removes something unstable so that your path forward can be pure and grounded. Over time, you begin to see that every no you received was part of a larger orchestration guiding you to the yes that truly belongs to you. The universe never denies what's yours. It only delays it until it fits your vibration. So when life redirects you, don't fight it. Trust that your spirit knows the way even when your mind doesn't. There are moments when you can feel a surge of energy pulsing through your life, but you can't quite describe it. You might notice you're more sensitive to frequencies, certain environments feel too heavy, or your body reacts to energy in new ways. This is a vibrational upgrade, your spirit adjusting to a higher frequency. The universe is tuning you to a purer, clearer resonance. You'll sense more, see deeper, and understand truths that used to slip past your awareness. This upgrade can be physically and emotionally intense because your body is learning to carry more light, more awareness, and more authenticity. During this phase, you may experience restlessness, emotional highs and lows, or an urge to withdraw. Don't be alarmed, your system is recalibrating. Old energy must leave your field for the new to settle in, and that process can be uncomfortable. Think of it as an energetic detox. The clearer you become, the more easily you'll attract what aligns with your truth. That's why after every wave of discomfort, a new sense of peace follows. It's your energy integrating the higher frequency. You're not falling apart. You're being upgraded into who you were always meant to be. As everything around you rearranges, a deeper sense of purpose begins to awaken. The goals that once motivated you start to feel shallow because your spirit now craves meaning. You begin to understand that your purpose isn't something you chase, it's something you embody. The rearrangement has stripped away distraction so that your soul can finally whisper clearly, "This is who I am." You start aligning your actions with authenticity, your creativity with consciousness, and your choices with truth. The need to prove yourself fades, replaced by the desire to simply be yourself. This rebirth of purpose feels both liberating and unfamiliar. You might question your old ambitions, release certain identities, and find yourself drawn toward work that heals, uplifts, or awakens others. That's your soul remembering why it came here, not to survive, but to expand, inspire, and evolve. Every struggle you've endured was part of your training, refining you to carry your mission with grace. When you move in purpose, synchronicities multiply because the universe flows through you effortlessly. Embrace this rebirth. It's not a restart, it's a remembering. There always comes a point in the journey where everything goes still. You've released the past, adjusted your vibration, and yet nothing seems to be moving. This quiet stage can make you doubt your progress, but it's actually the incubation of expansion. The universe pauses you deliberately so that the new frequency can stabilize. Like the stillness of dawn before sunlight bursts through, this silence holds immense creative potential. The chosen ones are often most uneasy here because their energy is ready to create, but the physical reality hasn't caught up yet. During this quiet period, every thought and emotion is magnified. The universe listens more closely when you're still. This is why it's essential to use this time consciously. Focus on what you want to grow, nurture your inner peace, refine your vision. The next wave of movement will come quickly and powerfully, but its direction depends on the vibration you maintain now. Think of this as the sacred inhale before life exhales your next chapter into existence. So don't mistake stillness for absence. You're not being paused, you're being prepared. Once the silence breaks, everything begins to move at once. Opportunities that align with your true frequency start appearing almost effortlessly. Emails come, invitations arrive, new ideas flow as if the universe suddenly remembered your address. But the truth is, it never forgot. It was simply waiting for you to match the vibration of what you were asking for. The moment your energy settled into alignment, the flow returned. That's how manifestation truly works. Inner readiness meets divine timing. These new opportunities often look different from what you imagined. They may challenge you to expand beyond your comfort zone or require you to trust intuition over logic. You'll notice that the things unfolding now feel lighter, smoother, more aligned. That's the sign of authentic manifestation. It feels natural, not forced. Every opportunity carries resonance, not resistance. You're being guided into spaces where your energy will be celebrated, not drained. Welcome what comes with open hands. You've earned this flow through every moment of faith and surrender. Gratitude is the most magnetic frequency in the universe. It transforms ordinary moments into miracles and magnifies everything aligned with your joy. The chosen ones learn that gratitude isn't just saying thank you, it's an energetic state of recognition. When you acknowledge what's already good, you amplify that energy, and the universe responds by sending you more of the same. Gratitude opens the flow that fear once blocked. It grounds you in the present while attracting future blessings simultaneously. This practice isn't about ignoring challenges. It's about training your focus to see the lesson within them. Even in pain, there's wisdom. Even in waiting, there's grace. The more you cultivate gratitude for every stage, the more peace becomes your default vibration. Gratitude doesn't just attract abundance, it sustains it. It's the energetic loop that keeps blessings circulating rather than fatting. Each day, speak your thanks out loud. It signals to the universe, I am ready for more of this energy. When the pace slows again after a wave of movement, it's not regression, it's integration. Every insight, every emotional release, every piece of wisdom you've gathered needs time to weave itself into your daily awareness. Integration is where knowledge becomes embodiment. It's no longer about reading the signs or chasing meaning. It's about living from that quiet, grounded knowing. The universe is giving you space to internalize what you've become so that your next choices come from wisdom, not reaction. In this stage, you'll find yourself revisiting situations that once triggered you, but your response is different now. You pause before reacting, you sense energy before speaking, and you move with intention instead of impulse. That's growth taking form. Integration is subtle but sacred. It's how your new frequency anchors itself into the material world. The more consciously you move through this stage, the smoother your next expansion will be. You are, in many ways, becoming your own teacher, guided by experience rather than external instruction. Let integration happen naturally. It's your soul catching up to the strength it has earned. After cycles of upheaval and transformation, inner peace returns, not as a fleeting moment but as a stable presence. This peace doesn't come because life is suddenly perfect. It comes because you've stopped resisting it. You understand now that alignment doesn't mean control, it means trust. You've learned to flow with energy instead of fighting it, to release rather than grasp. This peace is your reward for surrender, a calm that exists even in uncertainty, a softness that no external chaos can touch. It's the energy of someone who has come home to themselves. With inner peace comes clarity. Decisions become simpler, relationships more genuine, and your path feels illuminated without effort. You begin to move through life like water, adaptable, powerful, unforced. The chosen ones reach this point and realize that the true rearrangement was never about their external life at all. It was about their internal state. Once the inside is balanced, the outside naturally mirrors it. Peace becomes your compass, guiding you to everything that matches its vibration. You've reached alignment, the point where life finally flows as you do. Chosen one, if these words resonate deeply, it's because you're in the middle of this divine rearrangement. You felt the shifts, the releases, the pauses, and now the calm returning. This isn't the end of your transformation, it's a new beginning from higher awareness. Continue trusting the process, continue walking with intention, and never forget that everything happening is aligning you closer to your purpose. The universe isn't working against you, it's working through you. If this message awakens something within, take a moment to reflect. Then, gently share, and subscribe to Anointed Era, where souls like you gather to remember who they truly are. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Your reflection might be the message another chosen one needs today.